What's up, peeps? Archie here. And we are at the tail end of Super Metroid. Oh my god. We got through most of it, to be honest. Like, I probably will be able to finish the rest of this within, like, I'll give myself a little bit of an hour and a half, probably. But I do have a little bit of extra stuff tacked on because not only did we do the main content, this save file right here is our current one that we're doing. I also went ahead and followed a speedrun guide to get 100% of all the items, so I'm all stocked up on the missiles and stuff. This is right before the final boss, and it's because, for those of you who don't know a thing about the Metroid series, depending on how well you do with the end results, especially with the time, I think the time is like the biggest factor in all this, but the better you do with your time, the more you get a different ending, sort of. Samus just takes off more of her power suit, which, now that I say that out loud, doesn't sound like you know what, it's fine. It's fine. It's a staple of the Metroid series. She reveals herself. That's a better way of phrasing it. She fully reveals herself. Is that a better way of phrasing it? I don't know. Anyway, happy Pi Day. It's also Pi Day today, March 14th, 314. I celebrated by having a little pizza for myself and some free breadsticks because I have that special coupon. So, oh, and I had a little bottle of melon soda that was left over in my fridge. I was saving it for like a special occasion. I'm like, you know what? Having a pizza for Pi Day, that seems like a special enough occasion, so I had that. And it reminded me of how much those little bottles with the glass ball inside, it makes me feel like a hamster. It makes me feel like a hamster just drinking my little niblets from, you know, that little hamster bottle. Just beep, beep, beep. It is so weird. Like, why is that a design choice? Why did they think, no, we can't just have like some twist cap for this. We don't have to, we're not gonna put this in a can. Like, we're not gonna have a little metal cap on it. No. We're gonna put a little glass ball inside that you have to jam into the bottle itself and then drink it as a hamster would, because everyone needs to get in touch with their inner hamster, apparently. Their inner rodent. But it's fine. I was still able to enjoy it. I love melon soda. I'm so glad Dovely introduced me to melon soda because, it's so refreshing, and it's way different than like a typical melon, like a cantaloupe, or what's the other one I'm thinking of? Crap, I can't remember. Well, we could just go with cantaloupe. I know there's honeydew, that's the other one. Like cantaloupe or honeydew, any sort of like melon like that. I feel like there's just too much water in them, or like the sweetness is kind of off. Like there's something about melons that I'm not particularly fond of, but I gotta say, like watermelon flavored stuff, melon flavored stuff, it definitely hits. It definitely hits, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe it just needed that carbonation added to it. Maybe it needed the artificial sweetener added to it to make it stand out that much more. I don't know. It's very interesting. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to do this second playthrough, this second file, because in order to achieve the best possible ending, you have to finish the game in under 3 hours, in-game time. And we're already at 4 hours and 5 minutes in this playthrough, so there's no way we're gonna get the good ending for that. but we should be able to get like the second best. If I remember, there are like 3. There's one where she gives you a thumbs up, and that's like if you take over 10 hours. If you go under 10 hours, but above 3, so just like an average playthrough, I guess, then you get a different one. I think it's where her helmet comes off. We'll see. We'll see with this. And then, yeah, we'll hop back after we're done with this one. We'll hop back into Samus C and go from there. Sounds good. Sounds good. Also, as I was playing through, I didn't realize there were a number of upgrades that I just like completely missed. Like there were secret entrances to a couple different places. There were like a couple hidden walls that I just like did not know about. So it's kind of a good thing that I followed that playthrough, or else I just would not have been any the wiser. Oh, and we also stopped here because there are a few upgrades we can get, and I want to show them off. So we're gonna go back through the tail end of Meridia. We're gonna get all the things that are left here, and then we will, there we go, there's the jump button. I'm trying to remember all the controls. And then we will call it good. So let's see, if I remember correctly, yep, go through here. We're gonna start by sinking into the sand, which will then take us to the bottom of this elevator. And at the bottom of this elevator, we get some missile upgrades. Schwink. And then also on the other side, there is, I believe, power bombs. We need to get our space jump going. Okay. So yeah, there are the power bombs. Okay, well, we are gonna try that again. This time we're not gonna fail. If I remember correctly, you can technically... Oh, there you go, okay. So then we explode that, we go up here, and bam, power bombs. I wonder how many of, like, each I have in total right now. I wonder how far off I am from my, my other playthrough. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm not, like, too far off. But it's just, like, those little tail ends, those little bits that I need to find again. Also, I found out how to get to the secret over here. I completely missed that there was this thing that I could grapple on, this very conspicuous thing. And now I can jump through here. Yeah! Jerks. Okay. No, that's fine, that's fine. They get their day. Yeah. Why is it so difficult to do the space jump? I don't understand. What the heck? What happened there? I'm supposed to press the button, aren't I? I was pressing the button! There we go. Okay. We'll just hop through here. Destroy those. And then on the way back... Oh, right. I need to... Really quickly... I need to bomb this wall so that this thing busts through. And now this is gonna do its little leapfrog action and dig its way all the way to the end of the tunnel for us. Yay! We love helpful random digging robots. Don't exactly know why it's here, who placed it there, why it's designed the way it is. I don't know know if that's like an efficient way of digging or what, but hey, it works. Very slow though. Okay, thank you. Couldn't be bothered with that last bit. But now we get a very sorely needed upgrade in the form of a spring ball. We can now finally jump in ball mode. Let's effing go. Also, okay, there's nothing over there. But yeah, we can finally jump, and we've got like some mad hops in ball form. We can just go whoop. Like basically the same height as a regular jump, which I don't think is a thing we ever see again in the series. Just gonna destroy that because I feel like it. Also, it was in the way. And then we could go down here. It feels so good. It feels so good to be ball. Now we don't have to bother with this area again, except there is one more upgrade spot we need to go. So we need to go all the way back up to the sandy pits above, because there was one on the right side. Now we need to find the one on the left side. At least I can go through this in a very quick fashion. That's real nice. Then we duck through here. Destroy these crabs. No, crab, stop it. And then we hop all the way through here. Bam, blow that up. And I think we're gonna have to come through here one more time before heading down into the depths of North Air. Back to where Ridley is. Epic Ridley. But thankfully, should be fairly easy. Okay, hello. Should be fairly easy to get back to where we need to. Make it a real quick trip for us. Eh. Jerk. These fish, they don't like me. What did I ever do to them? I'm just hopping. Just look at me and my little hoppy thing. Also, apparently, these little balloon guys, we can grapple onto those. I didn't realize we could grapple onto those. They didn't look like grappleable enemies. But I don't know. Apparently they are. And then make our way through here. Power bomb our way down. And we are off to the races once more. All right. Bip. And Bip. Just gonna take you with us and bye. Poor little snails getting bullied. Yeah. Ow. I don't know what those, like, gas ball things are. So strange. Now, we can make our way up this way. Get two more things. Oh, right. I think we were supposed to be in ball form. I think we were supposed to be in ball form to get up there, but oh well. Yeah, we need to be. Shrink. All right. Grab these missiles first. And then on the other side is our fourth and final reserve tank. Yay! So now we can regain 4 energy tanks if we run out of juice at any point in time. I don't plan on running out of juice, but it happens. Happens to the best of us. Like, even in the speed run when I had, like, max everything against Ridley, like, I still got to very, very low energy. I think I was, like, hanging on by 3 health by the tail end of it. So it's no joke. It's no joke for sure. We'll just have to see if I can make my way through. I'm feeling confident, but at the same time, I don't want to jinx it. So yes, this takes us down to Norfair. We can make our way over. Oh, and also, apparently there is another upgrade over here, but I don't think we really need it. So, we will just head on down and get ourselves situated. I feel like out of all the areas in this game, I don't know, there's just something about the fire levels that encapsulate the Metroid experience for some reason. Like for me, the fire levels are the ones that make it feel like, yes, this is a Metroid game. I want to be in the core of a planet, surrounded by lava, not being able to traverse until I get the Varia suit. I think that's what it is. It's the fact that like the Varia suit is so iconic, and like when you get to this point in the game where you have to like go through these lava levels, like for some reason that to me speaks the most to, oh, hello. Like for some reason that just says to me, yes, this is a Metroid game. And I'm guessing that's just its own little nook and or cranny, so we're gonna have to keep going. Ah, yes, I need to drop down through here. Right. All right, and then from here, I believe we keep dropping down. Go through here. And then we can freeze these guys. Oh wait, and this lava doesn't hurt me. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot that the gravity suit nullifies the effects of lava, at least for this area. Still hurts you in certain places. The acid lava, as we will soon find out. Alright, go through here, and we are on our way to Ridley. If I remember correctly, there's like some sort of special boost you can do. Some sort of special boost you can do to get yourself up here really quickly, but oh well. Okay, we're going into Ridley's mouth. Before that, we can quickly dip in here. Oh, that's just a save room. We already saved. We'll be fine. Surely. And now we go into Lower Norfair. We're gonna meet our dragon friend. Dragon friends, we are not dragon friends. Oh, what's over this way? I can't remember if I've been over here. Oh, I don't think I should be over here, actually. These guys are not able to get taken out until we get a very specific item. And to get to that specific item, no. Yeah, so this lava is even more intense than the other lava, and so it still hurts us. Also, we get that iconic Norfair music. Like, I think this is actually technically the first instance of this music being here. But for some reason, it just feels like that's Norfair now. Because I'm pretty sure they used this in Super Metroid as well. Or I mean Metroid Zero Mission. And Metroid Zero Mission came out after this. sort of like a remake, a remaster of the original. Wait a minute. Oh no, we are supposed to go there. Yeah, a remaster of the original Metroid with some extra bonus content added, where we first see Zero Suit Samus. Oh, hello. Oh, missiles. We got the missiles. And I just remembered this is gonna be a very interesting fight. Alright. Well, oh, hey there, buddy. Nice to see you. Hey. This is a golden Chozo guy. And this golden Chozo guy can sidestep your missiles and catch your super missiles as well. So that's cool. But you can kind of like spam them because you can only hold so many at once. Oh, and he can fire these little laser beams at you. Can you stop firing those little laser beams at me, actually? And regular beams don't work. You have to charge beam it. Oh god, he's just so strong for no reason. He's strong for no reason. Although... oh, that's just a way to... wait, does the grapple beam do anything? Grapple beam does nothing. God, I keep trying to flip to that. Okay, power bombs do nothing. Cool, good to know. Okay, there are some more super missiles, that's good. Oh, hello, hello? Random balls? Okay. Okay, let's, oh, he just needed one more missile. Okay, one more super missile. I will take it. See, look at that. We have nearly depleted our entire stock of energy just from that fight. But we get the screw attack. Ah, the Metroid item, the screw attack. The emblem that is used in Super Smash Bros. And we get some more super missiles on top of that. Nice, nice, nice. Though apparently I've heard tell that some people do not like having the screw attack as the representative of Metroid as a whole. Which I don't understand. It's like one of the iconic... hello, what am I doing here? What are in these doors? Oh, there's an energy recharge, okay. Definitely like that. But yeah, it's like, what do you have against the screw attack? It's like, I think their thing against it was that it's a late game item, and you're not able to like make full use of it because it's something that you only get at like the very end of the game, and yeah, I don't know. But it's so powerful. It makes you feel like you can do anything. You just blast through all these enemies that were invincible before. Like it's nothing. And then... right. Then you can technically go up, yeah, here if you wanted, I think. There we go. And yeah, now you can like blitz through these. Although, what's up here that we would need? Oh. Okay, well, looks like we are stuck in here. For better or worse. Hopefully for better. I don't remember this particular area in my speedrun playthrough. So I'm guessing this is... Oh, hello? Am I not even supposed to go up there? Okay. We must have to come back here at some point. But then why was the door closed behind me? Oh, okay, there we go. It was grayed out before. Let's head back down this way. Keep on keeping on. Shrink. Now we could bust through these. I was gonna say we could bust through these columns, but for some reason I was being a little iffy about that. There we go. No, you don't. Don't fill up with lava, please. I would rather you didn't. See, and we're just invincible. We're so powerful. We're so bamf now. Well, we still can't fight the... Now, still can't fight these eel shooty ball snake things. I'm really not sure what they are, what they're supposed to be. But we can just blast through the space pirates. So that's cool. Oh, we need to be a little fast here. We need to head up this way. Bam. Bam. Get away. There we go. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we do have to head down there. But I can't remember. Is this just a save room? It's not a save room. This leads somewhere else. Actually, I think this leads out. If I'm not mistaken, this leads up and out, so we're gonna have to come back to that. Oh, but while we're here, might as well get rid of this guy so that we can get down here and nab ourselves an energy tank, because we're gonna need that. Eh. Can I... Thank you. Can I run? I would like to run, please. God, I can't believe Ridley's vanity. He has to have two statues that look like him. Not one rock formation, but two rock formations that look like him. Absolutely, why? Also, doesn't look like we'll be heading back up that way, so... Swink. Get rid of that stuff. Then I think we can just blitz through these enemies. Not bother with them. I think this is a save room? Yes. And we'll be taking this one, because we're actually sitting pretty good as far as energy goes. And we're at a decent stock of missiles. I wouldn't mind some more super missiles, but we'll take what we can get. And then we go through this door. And this door is gonna lead to the next area. Swink. It's interesting how we need to use like so many we need to use so many power bombs here. It's like they realized, oh hey, it'd be pretty cool to use more of this super special item that is supposed to be like insanely powerful, but it's just relegated to cleaning up multiple bomb areas instead. Okay, then we head through here. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is the final little bout. Ah, yes. So now we have these things to contend with. And these things are god-awful, because they're invincible until they do their little kick. Which, okay, I was somehow able to get them to... Oh. Okay. For some reason I was really struggling with that the first time around. Maybe they have to have like special parameters. Maybe you have to be like facing a certain way. I don't know. But hey, at least we got through it. Okay. So they blitz through that. We get through these. And then this is our last trial. Also, we need to pick up a bunch of supplies first. I would like some health and some super missiles. We're gonna need a lot of super missiles, so we might be here a little while. Just doing some bug extermination. But how are you today, chat? How was your pie day? Did you also partake in the pie? Did you do some other stuff with your day? I told the misgendering story to that person who was talking about Bumble, and they got a kick out of it. They're like, oh my god, I didn't know that happens outside of anime. I'm like, that's definitely the takeaway here. Glad to be of service, I suppose. I still feel... I should check in with that guy. I should see how his apartment search went. Okay, it doesn't look like we're getting anything else. Surely we don't have 14 super missiles. Like, surely we have more than that, right? I guess not. Ah, there's no floor. Hello there, Ridley. You get back here. You get... Oh yeah, you just swing your tail around. Swing your tail. Do your Smash Bros moves. See if I care. Okay, now we have 175 regular missiles. Now we need to then unload into this guy. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, 137. You really need to, like, for some reason the beam does not work as well. Maybe that's what the weird Chozo statue was a precursor to. It was to let you know, hey, Ridley does not take kindly to regular beam attacks, and you need to charge beams instead. Which, I think this is like the only iteration where that's a thing, or maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, yes, there we go. Oh, hello, get off me. Did a bunch of unloading there. Oh, and now you're grabbing me. Now you're grabbing me and stabbing with your tail. Pretty well. Just need to keep my aim up. 40 missiles. He's still alive. We're half health. It's fine. We got this. We got this. Surely. Okay, 12. Alright, and now it's just... Oh, hey, we did it! Right at the tail end, we lost all of our missiles. Wow, that was a lot better than last time. I was struggle bussing. I think I might have just like misaimed so much the first time around, but here we are. And oh no, the little place where the babby is not where the babby is. But we got our final energy tank, so I'll take that. Yay. So now the question is, where'd the baby go? We'll find out. Eventually. But for now, we get out of here. We are donezo with this area. No more to be found. Ow. Just gonna vamoose our way out of here. Bonk. I'm gonna need the power bombs again. Don't need to worry about anything you two do. I can't remember if invincible space pirates are a thing in later iterations of Metroid. Like, I know there's a pretty powerful one in Metroid Fusion, but I can't exactly remember, like, what all goes into that fight. Like, I want to say it's pretty basic, all things considered. Okay, got through here, go through there, go back up, and okay, now I can't remember. Like, I know we're supposed to go into... I know we're supposed to go into the main shaft, up off to the left, but then why is there that other thing off to the side? Still don't know what the purpose of that other segment is. We're not gonna save just yet. I think we're pretty good on everything except for missiles. So we should just be able to head on out of Norfair and then head back to... Ooh, where do we need to go? I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out together. So we head out of here. Hop over this rock. Hop over this second rock. Hop over this third rock. And then... Oh, there is a secret door here. But then what's over here? Power bombs. Except I think we can't get to them yet. We have to go through a little mazy maze over this way. Which actually isn't too much of a mazy maze, if I'm being completely honest. We just sort of grab these missiles, and then we set down a power bomb and jump our way up. Shwink to this section. And then... Oh, right, I think we have to... Yeah. Then we have to keep on keeping on. There we go. I didn't need to... Whatever. That's fine. I mean, we have 30 of them. It's okay. It's okay to be a little wasteful. Bonk. Now we got more power bombs, and I don't know the max. But we got that, and we can carry on. They just need to give us just a little bit of extra ammo. Because, I mean, Ridley did take a fair amount of ammunition. And if I'm not mistaken, our final boss is kind of a similar story. Oh yeah, and then there's also this one. Shrink. We need to get this missile upgrade as well. And that gets us like closer to, I want to say the max is 200 for regular missiles, but I'm actually not sure. Like, I thought it was 50 super missiles and 50 power bombs, but apparently I'm only at like 20 super missiles. So I have no idea. But we make our way through Norfair, screw attack through these pillars, and we are back in this section with these seahorse guys. And now from here, we can drop back down over this way. Bonk. Go down this way. Oh, except I don't want to go this way. Forgot. I want to go through the floor here. Through this door. Because that will take us to the corridor where we can just blitz through and get out of Dodge. That's the getting out of Dodge sound, by the way. If you didn't know, it's the. If anyone remembers Charlie the Unicorn, that's exactly what they were doing. Those unicorns, they were getting out of Dodge. I really hope we get to like an ammo station somewhere nearby. I don't think there's one on the path. Well, technically our ship. Our ship is like one of the last little areas we can go to save. So what we do is we go up here. And we have to go back to Meridia one last time because there is a super special door, but we don't have to worry about anything attacking us because now we have screw attack, hee. Yeah, we head up this way. And we go through this door, and then at the very, very top over here, there is it this door? I wanna say it's this door. Or maybe it's elsewhere. Let's try this one. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the way we need to go. But if it's not like too big of a loss. So I think we need to go this way. No? What's going on here? I thought, oh, spring ball, right. Okay. And then from here, we go through this door, and this takes us over. There we go, that's what I was looking for. This takes us back to this little mine shaft, which we can then quickly take back up to the surface, and then we're like right next to our ship. And that's where we can recharge. We can recharge everything we need to. See, there are a lot of like weird little shortcuts that are like so intuitive. Like, I always thought that a big issue with Metroid was that like the backtracking is so much to like micromanage while you're playing. But there are actually some pretty some pretty well thought out routes. Okay, so we are at 40 missiles. Okay, so it is higher than I thought it was. We're still missing a single power bomb, 2 power missiles, and 3 regular missiles. We've got everything else, but we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing about 6 upgrades. And I technically know where some of them are, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Also, I didn't realize we are kind of blitzing through this. We are already at the final little bits, and we have an hour left. Or not an hour left. We haven't even reached an hour of playtime. Whoopsie doodle. But that's all right. That is all right. We can keep on keeping on. And then we go over to the right here. And this takes us to our final elevator. We have defeated all these bosses. So now their little gemmy gems are gonna go bye-bye. All the souls of their essences shoot off. I don't understand what like jettisons out of these statues. I wonder if there's a way to like freeze frame, pause, and look at that. But I don't see anything. Okay. Maybe if I time it well. Ah, nope. It does look like a little ghost. So maybe it is their spirits. But oh well. The statue crumbles into the sea. There it goes. Somebody play taps. Or wait, is that taps? Or is that something else? Taps might be the... Anyway. We're now on to the final area, known as Torian. And it's funny because if you look back at the map of everything, like this is right next door to the actual Torian, where the ending to the original Metroid was. And it's interesting, they're like, oh, well, Samus defeated us, so we're just gonna move in next door and restart our plans all over again. Like, okay. Good job there, buddies. Good job. But now, we have to deal with these. The Metroids. Luckily, they're pretty easy to take care of. All you need to do is freeze them and throw a power missile at them. Or a super missile. But it is a little bit to take care of. Crap. And then they do like to give you a little sucky suck as well. Okay. Yeah. No, stop sucky sucking me. Stop. Ah, I ran right into it. No, stop. Okay. Crap. There we go. Frick. It's being a pain in the butt. It is a little bit to, like, get through. Swap through all the... Frick! It is a bit to, like, swap through all the options, all the weapon options, and get to the one you really need. But, like, otherwise, it's fine. Otherwise, they're still manageable. And these rings are also fairly annoying. Oh, hello. No, come back here. This way. This way, little buddy. So I can get both of you at the same time. Easy peasy lemon F you. Alright, and then there are two down here. Ow, frick. No, stop it. Oh god, there are two of them on me. Oh, there are two of them on me. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Wow, they kind of glitched out when there were two of them overlapping the same spot. Is that what happens when two things occupy the same space? Oh ho ho. But now look at this. This giant statue crumbled to dust. What could have done that, I wonder? What could be sucking the life force out of all of these innocent creatures? Oh look, another innocent creature hopping this very way. Oh my Jesus! It's a giant Metroid, and it's looking very hungry. No, 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 oh frick, oh frick, oh frick, oh frick. I can't even activate my bombs. I can't do anything. It's sapping all of my energy, no. What's this? It chirp. It knows us. It's the baby. It's our little lost child. Hello. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for leaving us at 1 health point. I appreciate it. We're just gonna go on and pretend like none of that ever happened. Okay, okay. Let's get our health back, shall we? There we go. Apparently there's a speedrun strat where you can like jump over it and not get sucked. So you just kind of get to this next area with full health, which is very nice. And last but not least, the final eye door. Don't know why those eye doors are a thing. It's a very interesting barrier, very interesting lock system. Okay. We're almost there. We just have a little bit left, and that little nub at the end, that is the boss. So I guess right before we do that, I'm gonna take just a little bitsy bit of a break, get myself a little bit more water, top myself off, and then we will plow through it. Also, thank you for the hijack, Carly. I technically already just did, but I'll do it again. There we go. Have you been lurking this entire time and I just didn't realize? You sneaky little moderator, you. Oh my god. I need to come up with like, should I come up with a name for like the mods? Because if there ever reaches a point where I have more mods, then maybe it would be good to have like a cool little name, like the Hummer Squad or something. No, not the Hummer Squad. We're not gonna be the Hummer Squad. But you know, something like that. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna take just a little bit of a break and then we will get back into this. I don't even know if we're gonna reach the 2-hour mark, to be honest, but that might actually work to my benefit because I do have some like video stuff, some video editing that I need to work on. So we'll try to reach 2 hours, maybe just do some chatting at the end to talk about Metroid and plans for the future and what have you. But yeah, I will see you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Can't believe you started without us. What do you mean I started without you? If anything, well, I mean, technically, yes. But at the same time, I always start at 7, so like, what do you want from me? I always start at 7, except for the times where I don't start at 7. You should know this. But okay, I'll be back in just a little bit, so see you soon. Alrighty, I have returned. Respect One Piece live action week. Ah, you were busy watching the One Piece live action stuff. I gotcha, okay. That would make sense. You gotta have your priorities after all. Okay, we are at the final boss. Oh boy, it's good. So I've heard. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I don't know, whenever, maybe it's just because I grew up with, like, Dragon Ball, the live action Dragon Ball movie. I've learned that, like, live action adaptations of anime aren't always, like, they don't always live up to expectation. And that's kind of like, I don't know, you really have to take that into account when you are adapting a cartoon into live action. There's so many limitations that you have in the physical world. Dragon Ball Evolution does not exist. Oh, I don't know. I guess it was more like a dream, a fever dream that we all collectively thought up. But no, like, the thing about animation, the thing that makes animation so, like, appealing is that you can exaggerate a lot more than you can in real life. You can make eyes go way, way wider, mouths go way, way wider. You can make, like, such exaggerated body movements that you're just not capable of in real life. Which, I guess, technically, they do have to rely on CGI to do a lot of the stuff in One Piece, in the One Piece adaptation. But, yeah, apparently I've heard that the actors look like they're having really good fun with it. I'm not sure how, like, the character designs are, if it's, like, if people are excited about the people playing the characters, like, oh yeah, that's a good fit for this role, or something like that. But I've heard at least they're very accurate. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. At the very least, it looks like the costumes are, like, pretty on par. Or maybe they're not, like, I don't know. Character designs are impossibly insane how well they've done. Okay, nice. I wonder if, like, you think for the live action stuff, like, you think they have cosplay, like, what would you call them? Tailors or something? I don't know. Costume designers, like, that are really into cosplay. Maybe that's how they get so accurate, on point. They just have, like, all the supplies in the world to get exactly, like, every stitch down to the wire correct. I don't know, it'd be very interesting to look into that. Because I would imagine a lot of cosplay makers would have a pretty good field day when it comes to a live action adaptation of an anime. You can tell that every single person involved is a fan. Nice. That's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be with, like, any sort of project that's adapting one art form into another, you know? Budget's probably pretty endless for something that's one of the most popular animes of all time. That is fair. That is very, very fair. Like, they don't want an issue where, like, you run into live-action Sonic. And, I mean, to be fair, the live-action Sonic did correct itself. So there is that. But yeah. Like, you definitely don't want to... Get out of here, get out of here. You definitely don't want to run into those sorts of issues. No, no, no. I think those take like 10 missiles. But they regenerate is the issue. Okay, and now it is Mother Brain time. First, I have to get her out of this stupid little glass jar that she's in. For whatever reason. Stop being in a stupid glass jar. Ow. Ow. Usually she fights back. She, like, shoots little rings at you. But that's not the case here. Why? Why is it not the case? Mother Brain, why are you such a pushover? What's going on? This is what's going on. She's got a giant effing body now. Oh boy. And now she's gonna throw a bunch of rings at you and be like, blah, blah. Oh no. Mortar shell, and she fires lasers everywhere. 3, 2, 1, 3. And our beams don't work. It has to be just missiles. It has to be just missiles. Bam. Okay, yeah. Yeah, take that, take that. Alright, that's about as much as you can take. Here. Small beam. Ow. Can you stop karate chopping at me? Yeah, what you gonna do now? Huh? Oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah! It's okay. I can take it. I've got a whole nother energy tank reserve. Yeah. Nothing to, frick. Oh, frick. Sam's homophobic. Well, yeah, the rainbow beam isn't exactly, oh, I can't even stand up now. Oh, great. Well, this isn't gonna be good. Here we go. Baby to the rescue! Not so much of baby anymore, but yeah, you suck that mama. You suck that mama dry. Don't take that out of context. You go, baby. Yay! And look at that. Mother Brain is like, yay! Thank you. Oh, and look at this. He's giving us back the energy. The energy that, uh-oh. Mother Brain looks like she's getting a little more active. Oh, she mad. Oh, she real mad. Oh no, oh no. Our little invincible Metroid baby is no longer invincible. What are you doing? What the frick? Stop it. Our little baby is sick. Ah! That's it. You killed my baby. We ain't messing around no more. You monster! This is for little, I never gave him a name, but I'm sure I was still emotionally attached. Get out of here. Now it's your turn to be homophobic. You take that, you take that. Yeah, you weren't gonna attack me. Yeah, you stop it, you stop it! Yeah! Take that. Looks like Mother Brain. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Oh no, there's a timer. Look, I'm not Leon Kennedy, okay? I can't come up with these. Oh, right, I can just blast through them. I can't come up with witty one-liners on the spot, especially when there's a timer involved. Shame. I'm sure it will just take me a moment. Just give me 1 second. I'm sure. Oh, frick. No, I want to. Okay, and froosh. There we go. Thank you. Like, really, if you just give me 1 second, I'm sure I'll be able to come up with something. Also, this was not the right way to go. Frick. Frick. Let's try that again, actually. Let's try that again. There we go. Wow, no, it's just, it's a timer, okay? And besides, I've got some very important things to do before the end of this. Like, trust me, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't absolutely necessary. We gotta get through. I want to break free. Oh god, we're still going. Oh, it is just absolutely going ham. Okay, so we break through here. Keep on going, and we are back in Old Torian, but now there's lava rising at the same time. We really need to get out of here. Oh right, I forgot that we can just, nope. I forgot that we can just space jump our way up. We don't need to bother with all this. Okay, maybe we do need to bother with all this. What the frick? Come on. No. There's still so much I need to do. I need to go to a very, very specific locale. And we only have 1.5 minutes to do so. Frick. Oh, God. Okay. We're through to the other side. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds. But if you remember, there were a few little animals that we ran into. Some little monkey guys and a little emu guy. And turns out that they have found their way down here. And we need to blast a hole for them. There you go. Goodbye. Okay, we have 1 minute left. We have to get back to the ship pronto. So much to take care of, so much to do, so much to see. So, what's wrong with living the back streets? You never know if you don't go, you never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're a rock star, get your game on, go play! Ah, I jumped over my own ship. Get in there. Get in there. Get out of here now! But now those aliens are on our spaceship. They have escaped with us. Oh boy, we get off of this detonating planet. They went a different way. They went a different escape route, but, or wait a minute, no. If I remember correctly, we see them in this cutscene. So yeah, this blew up, but we have escaped. And we also see that little shooting star. Did you see it? Did you see that little shooting star off to the side, off to the right? That was them. The operation was completed successfully. Clear time, 4 hours, 48 minutes. Nice. Now we get to see the very small credits because this was a Super Nintendo game. Producer, Makoto Kano. That's one name. Director, Yoshio Sakamoto. That's two names. Background designers, Hirofumi Matsuoka, Masahiko Mashimo, Hiroyuki Kimura, Toru Osawa, Tomoyoshi Yamane, Hiroji Kiyotake. Sam's designer, Tomomi Yamane. 10 names. 10 names so far. Sound program and sound effects, Kenji Yamamoto. Very good. Music composers, Kenji Yamamoto and Minako Hamano. So those are repeat names. Program director, Kenji Imai. System coordinator, Kenji Nakajima. System programmer, Yoshikazu Mori. Samus programmer, Isamu Kubota. Event programmer, Mitsuru Matsumoto. And Yasuhiko Fuji for the enemy programmer. Map programmer, Motomu Chikaraishi. Very interesting. Koichi Abe. I remember that name. I think now he's like the lead, or he's like one of the top dogs of the Samus team. Coordinators, Katsuya Yamano, Katsuya, printed artwork. Okay, so there are a lot more names than I thought, but still like much less than what you would get nowadays. And special thanks to Dan Osen, George Sinfield, Masaru Okada, Takahiro Harada, I'm just trying to see if there's anything I recognize. Kenichi Nakamura, I believe I remember that name. And all of R&D1 staffs. General Manager, Gunpei Yokoi. I wonder how many of them are still, like, on. Oh, and here we are. Deer Force and Team Shikamaru. Deer Force. We get to see Samus's face! There she is. Oh, is it supposed to be covered? For some reason, I thought that you get to see her, like, full face. Maybe it's covered because I didn't get 100% of the items. Or maybe it is supposed to be covered, I don't know. Rate for collecting items is 88%. I didn't get all of them. But close. See you next mission. Yeah. Now do a speed run? Well, that's funny. It's funny you say that. I don't know if you were here for the very beginning, but let me exit out of this. Hello? Yes? Exit out of this? Ending is based on speed, not items. Okay, so it is supposed to be... Oh, is this the part where you just are supposed to, like, turn off your... Okay. Yes, I got second best, but I don't know if you were here at the very beginning. I was explaining this. I did a whole other playthrough where I did follow a speedrun guide, and I got to 2 hours. The most that you're supposed to get, the lowest time you have to get under 3 hours, and apparently the time spent was only 8 more minutes in this one, so we should definitely reach that. So let's see what this looks like with everything at our disposal. Let's see how this goes for us. But yeah, there would have been no way for me to, like, do this in proper fashion without looking at a guide. I would have been so unoptimal. But now is perfectly fine. Yeah. No, get out of here. Ah. So many rings. So many rings. I don't like it. Let me get out of here. No, lava. You get out of here. Ow. I really need to, like, I need to freeze these things. You stop it, you stop it. There we go. Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. You stop it, you get out of here. Or I can just blow them up. Blowing up the rings is also an option. There we go. I'm working on Resident Evil 9 speedrun. That one wants 4 hours. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that the other time. How far are you along on it? Have you been looking at guides, or are you just kind of like eyeballing it yourself? All right, there. Come on, mother brain. We're doing this again. Except I have 50 super missiles to my name now. They're gonna absolutely tear through you. Trust, if I can hit all of them. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Well, we also have 100 missiles. Yeah. Bam. Look at this. This is easy. This is simple. It's just firing a bunch of missiles into your stupid cranium. Oh, okay. Oh, and you deplete all of our missiles afterwards. Okay. I see. I understand now. Spam. Trying actual world run speedrun tactics for parts I don't want to deal with. That is fair. I feel like if I were ever to do a Resident Evil speedrun, I would probably end up doing the same thing. Okay, did we really need to do it a third time? Couldn't you have just, I don't know, done the little rings at me? Been like, blah, blah. Yeah, like that. Frick. Nope, just needed to laser me a 4th time. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a speed, you have to like lose a certain amount of health before getting to this point. And then she just lasers you the one time, and then you're basically good to go. But then again, if you're doing a speed run, you typically don't have 100% of everything anyway. Unless you are doing 100% speed run, I don't know. She lasers you until you're one shot, yeah. All right, Babby, thank you. Give me your juice. By the way, I'm totally not in the back of my head trying to think of a witty one-liner to say when Mother Brain goes down a second time. But that's neither here nor there. Now we get to relive this tragedy. Yay! Love that. Sorry, Mom. She doesn't deserve the title of mother. She's not a mother to anyone. Mothers do not shoot rings at their babies. Then again, I don't know if she's like supposed to be a mom to the Metroids. She's more of like a controlling mother, you know? Come on, I gotta do this before. No, I'm not letting you shoot down any ammunition at me. I just want to make sure that she doesn't like throw down a bomb that I have to jump over. There we go. Much easier. Much easier. Carly shoots ours with their darts. Okay, well that's different. That doesn't sap their energy. Sorry, Mother Brain. Looks like I had to give you a lobotomy. Bam! There we go. Oh, got it. I'm so cool. Okay, we're out of here. She's actually Chozo? Really? For some reason, I thought that the space pirates were the ones that developed her. AI they created, huh? I am really off on my Metroid lore, apparently. But let me hop over here. So, was it a thing where, like, the Chozo... Like, there's a reason that she's evil. There's a reason that you have to fight her, and there's a reason that the space pirates are basically, like, working in tandem with her. Like, I could have sworn it was a case where they basically co-opted it or something. No. Get out of here. Why does my space jump not work in this room? I do not understand. Am I just pressing the buttons wrong? Get up off of that thing. You better. Like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to space jump still. Maybe there's something about the graphics that's, like, messing with it. No, the space jump still works. I just can't do it against a wall for whatever reason. Alright, a minute and a half. We have plenty of time to go rescue our little creatures. But God, they really... The space pirates really suck. They're like, oh, you destroyed this entire thing. We are going to blow up your whole face in retaliation. Okay, there you go. Yes, goodbye. Go quickly. There is lava here. Frickin' Lord. He's like, thank you. Do your little speed boosts, wall jumps, and get out of here. Alright. Schwink. And Schwonk. And Billy. Oh, frickin' screw you. Steam got me at the last second. I'm supposed to be able to blitz through that. You know, usually speedrunners aren't that nice. Usually speedrunners forego the animals and just leave them there to die. But canonically, you are supposed to save the creatures because they show up in Metroid Fusion. So I am just sticking to the canon Metroid lore. Sorry for caring about story development. Speedrunners. The fact that they even give you that option, and you wouldn't have known. If you didn't know about their existence, if you didn't go there, if you didn't go down there accidentally, you would just have no idea that they were there, like, panicking for their lives, and 2 minutes, 7 seconds, let's go. Or 2 hours, 7 minutes, that's very different. Completing this game in 2 minutes and 7 seconds is a very, very different speed run. But it is technically possible, if I'm not mistaken. I think there is, like, I can't remember exactly what happens. Like, I don't think it drops you off in front of Mother Brain, but I do think... I think it drops you off at, like, the bottom of Torian during the, like, detonation sequence, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it just takes you straight to the credits, I can't remember. But there's some sort of glitch where you can go to, like, a downward-facing door and kind of, like, worm your way around places. And then you make your way over to where you need to go. There we go. Those music composers, very, very good job. The sound design too, like, the thing about Super Nintendo games is, like, there is so much polish. And you don't necessarily get that polish with all the different games available nowadays. Like, sure, you have more teams working on it, and you could have, like, more intricate stories, more involved gameplay, and stuff like that. But, like, there's only one enemy programmer here. There's only one map programmer. they are in charge of like everything. They don't have a team, they don't have a department. It's just them. And so they are responsible for so much. And the fact that they're all able to work so cohesively and create something like this, like all the other great Super Nintendo classics out there, it's very fascinating. It's very fascinating to see the like improvements and not so much improvements that game design has gone through over the years, you know? But all right, now it is time. It's time to see the best possible ending, as it were. Bam. There she is, Samus. But oh, what's this? Oh, Samus was a girl the entire time. Oh, also she's got abs. She's got nice abs. And there she be, bam. Swoosh. Your rate for collecting items is 100%. Bam. Yay! I did it! Abs are essential to being able to morph ball. That is fair. That is absolutely fair. You can't just like tuck yourself in like that without getting hardcore core, you know? But all right, freaking hour and a half. Well, do we want to spend the last half hour just like chatting about things? I don't know if I want to put my own like BGM music in the background. I think what I'll do is I will I'll go back to game selection. I'll put this on in the background so that we can just listen to the nice Metroid music in the back. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know, out of curiosity, how many people in chat right now, like how many people are experiencing this game for the first time through me? I would imagine probably not too many. Well, one, because I don't have many viewers in the first place, but two, because like most of you probably grew up with the Super Nintendo, or at least like have been gamers long enough to know about Super Metroid. Kari, is this the one I've seen? You have to check in. That's perfectly valid though. Oh my god, they even like show you some of the secrets. Very interesting. Oh, and this shows you the grapple beam mechanics. Shows you how to swing around. Oh, that's so cool. So if you just spend a while looking at all this, then you can like figure out so much. Oh, it even shows you how to ball jump. Oh, that's how you do it. So it's gotta go like bam, 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 bam. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. If you crouch and then let go of your charge beam, it just like shoots circles around you. Oh, and that's the tech. That's the tech I don't know, that you can like replenish your stuff. And all it costs is a power bomb. What the frick? How are you supposed to do that? It costs super missiles? Oh, really? Then why did it set off a power bomb? What are you supposed to do there? I'm looking this up. I gotta look this up because I still don't understand how to do that. It's a power bomb to initiate. Ooh, okay. Okay. Super missile energy recharge Metroid. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Bubble? What is the tech energy recharge bubble Metroid? There's gotta be something. There's gotta be secret tech. Crystal Flash. Okay, it's called Crystal Flash. Crystal Flash, Metroid. Bam, 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 bam. So, according to the Super Metroid comic, when Chozo adopt the young Samus Aran and bring her to Zebes after she's orphaned by the space pirates, yes, they infuse her with their blood, endow her with the power suit, and teach her one of the greatest technological achievements, the Crystal Flash technique, embedded in the power suit, which can be used as last resort for healing. So, select power bombs. Samus must have 50 or less energy, empty reserve tanks, and at least 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 11 power bombs. 1 to initiate the Crystal Flash, 10 more to consume alongside the missiles. Enter Morph Ball, detonate 1 power bomb. At the end of the power bomb's explosion, if the player is holding the aim up button and the aim down button, which is L and R, you hold L, R, down, and fire. Samus will initiate the Crystal Flash. This will result in Samus rising to the air in ball of light, suitless, while her energy tanks are rapidly refilled. Ammo supply will drop as Crystal Flash is performed. One should not perform this technique while in danger of being hit by an enemy, as Samus is not invincible, meaning she'll receive damage every frame that enemies in her hitbox for the duration of the Crystal Flash. Ah, I see. There's a glitch that allows Samus to access the super missile tank that the Spore Spawn rewards from the wrong way. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. How many channel points will you give me if I eat this cake like the fat kid in Matilda? I don't... Can I give you channel points? Is that something that I can, like, initiate? Can I donate channel points to people? Because if I remember correctly, that's not actually a thing that you're capable of doing. Yeah. So I guess 0, but if you really want to, you go for it. You're more than welcome. Yeah. So they put in all these cutscenes to just show you the different capabilities of Samus and Metroid, and show you how to get through certain areas. That's so cool. That's so neat. And then you can just screw attack through them. Fa-bam! Pose at the end. Almost back to 100,000 after the Switch contest. Oh, and now it's gonna show you the Shine Spark. You walk back enough, you see this. Oh no, it's just showing you where the Edecoons are. Okay. Actually, I gotta remember, are those the Edecoons or are the monkeys the Edecoons? Edecoon is the monkey. Species of friendly monkey-like creatures, and they are a counterpart to the Dacaras. Or Dachara, I guess I don't know how to pronounce it. But they're like ostriches, and they've got a nice little mohawk. It's so cool, because you see them later on. You can request so many games. Please don't request too many games. You did request Fallout, and I do plan on playing Fallout, but it's, we only have like a month left before a certain something happens, and I can't exactly in good conscience like start a series while I'm waiting for this thing to happen. Like after the thing happens, then I'll probably start Fallout. But as of now, I'm just sort of like biding my time until the big thing happens. Should we wait until we're live from the vaults? What do you mean? Is that a reference I'm not understanding? But yes, Metroidvanias are a big part of this channel identity for absolutely no reason other than I just like it. And if you sweet summer child, I'm guessing it's a Fallout thing. Like, I know vaults are a Fallout thing. I just don't know if, like, it's a radio channel that you're talking about that's, like, in the Fallout universe. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I'm excited to find out. but it's probably not going to happen until probably May. I'm going to be honest. So you're just going to have to hold off just a little while longer before I start playing. It's fine. Everything is fine. It is fine. It is fine. Trust. You don't do you trust me? Is this a face of someone you can trust? I think so. But yeah, I just really like Metroid. I mean, I grew up with Super Nintendo, so I played this a lot. I was not good at it at all, so I didn't complete it until much, much later in life, as compared to when I initially had it. But it is still enjoyable. And like, I really, really enjoyed Metroid Fusion. I really enjoyed Metroid Zero Mission. And I also have some plans. I guess I can say this now. I have plans to play Metroid Dread again when the time comes for Metroid's 1-year anniversary. Or 1-year anniversary. Oh my god, no. What? How old is it now? 40. It's 40 years, if I'm not mistaken. 40-year anniversary. Holy smokes. What if Burb was one of us? Funnily enough, I love Metroidvanias, but I come from the Castlevania side. Yeah, we balance each other out. Actually, haven't played many actual Metroid games. Well, in that case, have you at least played Metroid Fusion? Like, that's the big thing. Have you played Metroid Fusion? Because if you played Metroid Fusion, then it will be much easier to follow what's going on when I play Metroid Dread. Because Metroid Dread is a direct sequel. Fusion's the only one I actually beat. Perfect! Perfect. Apparently, a lot of people were waiting for Metroid Dread to be a thing. Fusion and Prime, nice! I definitely think you should look into Metroid Samus Returns. It's a game on the 3DS. You should at least look into a playthrough of it. Because the people who designed that game, the people who created it, developed it, they are the ones who are behind Metroid Dread, which I'm going to be playing back in August. I had Return of Samus on Game Boy. Oh, okay. So yeah, like, even then, yeah, you were too young. This will be like such a, it is so vast. I mean, especially because that was the Game Boy. It had very, very limited graphics. If you look at Samus's Return on the 3DS, like, it's so interesting. Like, the level design of SR388 is so wildly, I don't know, there's something about it that just feels different from what I'm used to, but I'm used to Planet Zebes, so like, of course it would feel different, you know? Because Zero Mission and this one, Super Metroid and Zero Mission both take place on Planet Zebes, and Samus's Return takes place on SR388. And then Metroid Fusion is just in a space station somewhere, just effing off at the BSL, if I'm not mistaken. Bic sucking lips. Played original and Super, but never beat them. Yeah. Well, now we know that there's this Babby Metroid that has sacrificed itself for us. And then, like, it's funny because I never finished Super Metroid, but I did end up beating Metroid Fusion. So when there was all this talk about the Metroid baby sacrificing itself and like dying and stuff, and it's like Metroid DNA, I was like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I had no idea. I was completely lost on the plot. But then I got to see the ending of this. I'm like, oh no, that's so sad. And then Metroid Other M happened, but a lot of people don't like Metroid Other M, so maybe it didn't happen. I don't know. I still say that they were trying something good with Metroid. They were trying to add a little more personality to Samus. They just went in the completely wrong direction. because they made her whole thing about, I am a woman and I have such high baby fever. That's not what Samus is about. Samus's character arc is not baby fever. It is loneliness, isolation. She is the only survivor of her home planet. She is the only, basically, remnant of the Chozo at this point, besides the ruins that they once inhabited. Like, she's just going planet to planet and decimating the local wildlife population, all in the name of bounty hunting. And she's running into artifacts from her past, just kind of reminding her that, oh yeah, she's alone in this universe. Are you gonna drop hints about the secret when we get closer? What secret? What secret are you talking about? You mean the secret that's happening at the end of April? That secret? I mean, it's not too much of a secret. I did make it one of my New Year's resolutions after all, the thing. Yeah, maybe. You'll have to see. You'll have to wait a couple weeks. Maybe there's gonna be a special little stream in a couple weeks that serves as a formal announcement. Did you have pie today? I had pizza pie. I had pizza pie with some melon soda, and it was one of those little bottles with the glass ball inside that makes you feel like a tiny bitty hamster. You know what I mean? Archie's graduating. I'm not graduating. I am sorry. There is still so much I want to do. I cannot graduate. So many games I have to play. Streaming is really helping with my game library. Yeah. But it's just so funny. Like, I was thinking about it while I was drinking. I was like, this little glass bottle makes me feel like a hamster right now. I feel like I'm just like, you know, just kind of like sucking on it like a little hamster, like a little rodent. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. You have to tongue the ball. Oh, I tongue the ball. Trust me, I know how to tongue the ball. But yeah, otherwise, it's just like, it's cool. It's cool. Arc bursts through the wall. Did somebody say tongue? No. Oh man. I wonder how Arc feels that we're able to just like poke and prod and make fun at their expense. But maybe it's not their expense. He's been DMing me. He loves us. Aww, that's nice. That's very, very nice. We're special. Yay! I'm glad. I'm happy. One of the biggest thing was I was hoping that I got to have a little community of my own where everyone could be friends with each other. And so I do think it's nice. I think it's nice that we're able to like just chat and be ourselves around one another. That's a very special feeling. And I hope that that special feeling continues after the end of April, because I've got some big exciting things happening, and I really, really hope that they lead to better things down the line. But I guess only time will tell, you know? Only time will tell. I feel like there was another thing I was going to mention about Metroid, but now I've lost my train of thought. I've gotten too emotionally attached. But I'll trust in the little happy dance. Just said, yay! Little happy dance, little happy dance. If you can't trust in my little happy dance, the little feather waving at the top of my head, then like, what can you trust in, really? But okay. I think that's gonna be about it for me. A little bit of a shorter stream, but Saturday and Sunday, they typically tend to be. Although, yeah, it is a little bit of a shame. I thought there was gonna be a tad bit more. Technically, I could have gone around and gotten 100% on the first. I could have gotten 100% item completion on the first save file that we had, but I just didn't want to, I guess, feel like I was rushing things. I don't know. Also, it would have been hard to remember what I forgot. You know what I mean? Like, all the areas that still had items that I didn't get. Because, like, here's the thing. When it comes to the mini-map in this game, when it comes to the mini-map, I guess I can show you a little bit right here. Or, no, I can't show you right now because we saved in Torian and there's no, like, markers in Torian. But, like, when there is an item nearby, there's that little white dot, you know? That little white dot to let you know, oh, hey, there's an upgrade that you can get here. But, like, that just shows you that there's an item there, or that there was an item that used to be there. It doesn't show you, like, if there is still an item or what have you. You just have to, like, find it and trust that that's it. Whereas in later installments, it shows, like, a little empty circle, which shows, like, hey, there's a thing here, there's an item, and then it turns into a dot after you collect it. And that lets you know, yay, you've collected all the things in this area. There is no more things to collect in this area. You are good. At least I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like, this game, I will say, I guess, this game is a lot easier to collect things as compared to Metroid Fusion. Oh my god, Metroid Fusion, like, there are certain techs that you can do in Metroid Fusion that I just, like, I will never be able to do that. I had to look up walkthroughs just to learn how to do certain rooms with the shine spark correctly. And there's an entire, like, segment that you can just bypass. Like, you're supposed to, like, go a certain way and get a missile upgrade that allows you to freeze things in Metroid Fusion, but you can bypass that with some really, really fine-tuned shine spark action, and it even gets you a secret, like, cutscene, basically, if you do that, where it kind of, like, exposes the plot for you. And it's so fascinating seeing that in action. And that's the only play, like, I can only watch videos. I cannot do that at all. It would take so much practice. Oh my god. But, oh well. At the very least, I think, have you tried? I have tried. I have tried and failed multiple times. I would get, like, halfway through a specific room and then I just, like, cause the problem is, like, they give you this thing, and I forget if it's an option, I forget if it's a tech that you can do in Super Metroid as well, but there's this thing where, like, if you charge at a slope, it sets you back into a run, and then you could basically, like, reset your shine spark. But it takes some, like, really, really heavy practice to do that. Because if you mess up midway through, then you lose your shine spark, and it's so bad. Remember learning the undo trois skips in Bloodstained? Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. And I was failing so bad at them. Yeah, it's kind of like that, except you're also, like, speed running at the same time. Literal speed running, as it were. I need to go back into Bloodstained. I really want to go back into Bloodstained and I want to do the, like, I want to get all the achievements for it. I want to see all the spells. I want to get all the, like, enemy compendiums completed. Do you remember, my favorite thing from Bloodstained was being able to just, like, completely annihilate certain bosses with that greatsword tech, because it would catch on their hitbox and just bam, 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 whittle down their health. That was so fun. I got through that dragon. There was that, like, one end game boss that you're like, oh, hey, you're not supposed to speedrun that, but I did. But I did. I almost planted my first tattoo around the crystals. Ooh, that would have been nice. Although it would have been very confusing. Because, you know, they're all the rage in Paris, but I don't know many people who've been to Spain. Oh, Paris. I've never been to Spain. Wow. Okay, yeah. The game you finally admitted you like great swords. I like great swords in that game. In that particular instance. Like, I can guarantee if it were something like Monster Hunter, I would not like great swords. If it were something like, what's another game that has great swords? If it were Dark Souls, probably wouldn't like great swords in that either. I like things that are fast and can do a lot of damage per second. Great swords are not that. They do one massive hit and then they do another massive hit and they just keep going. I'm a great sword main in Monster Hunter. All the more power to you. I've never actually played Monster Hunter, so I don't know which one I would necessarily be. I want to say, I mean, Dual Blades looks very fun. And I was kind of sold on Dual Blades from a certain content creator who also really likes them. If not that, then maybe Switch Axe? I don't know, there's something about Switch Axe where it can switch between a sword and an axe. That just sounds fun, you know? It just sounds really fun. In Monster Hunter, they're all about predicting and perfectly timing huge charge attacks. Okay, yeah. That's not gonna happen. I am not good at predicting movements, especially with monsters that run all across the stage or charge head on at you. Yeah, no, not my thing. Not my thing. I've also heard Insect Glaive is kind of interesting and fun, but I don't know if it's something that I would be into. It doesn't seem that, like, powerful, but maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's more of a buff weapon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to get into Monster Hunter, to be honest. I don't know if I want to get into Monster Hunter specifically because of the grind. Like, the thing I do not like about JRPGs in particular is that it is so agonizingly, painstakingly grindy, especially compared to, like, Western RPGs. And Monster Hunter is nothing but grind. And it's even got grinding, like, as a mechanic. If you think about it, sharpening your weapons and stuff like that. But no, I mean, like, if you want to get certain armor upgrades, you have to beat a certain boss over and over and over again and hope that they drop the thing that you need. You need to destroy certain monster parts to get their certain things. And it's just, it's so much. It's so much to keep track of, and just, forced myself to try something different and played through with my son and learned bow. Oh, nice. Yeah, bow seems fine. Like, I wouldn't mind something like a great bow. Great bow is fine because, like, it's large, but you can also fight at a distance, so it kind of evens out. I've killed Rathian dozens of times for Ruby, all for a single upgrade. Exactly. That is something that I just would be able to do. Just not within my nature. I gotta make progress. I gotta have story. I gotta have interesting characters. If there's anything to grind, I want to do that off stream. And no, no, can't do that. Can't do that. They're actually kind of like shotguns in Monster Hunter. Oh, the great bows or the bows? You think bow distance, but you're up in their face a lot. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, I mean, shotguns are really nice. Although, I do prefer to fight at a distance, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my, like, if I am fighting up close, I want to do lots of hits in as little amount of time as possible, but I want to make them count. So, something powerful, but also fast. And I feel like Dual Blades kind of fits that medium. Whereas if I'm fighting at a distance, I could just take my sweet time, and I would prefer, I don't know, something that gets me that distance so that I'm not aggroing people. But either way, Either way, I think that's gonna be it for me. So, oh my god, I need to stretch there. Why did nobody do a stretch redeem? Oh my god. Don't you care for me? Don't you care for your streamer? But no, it's fine. I stretched myself out. We are good. Let's see who is available. I think there's a certain someone who might be streaming tonight. She is! Yay! Okay. So, I don't know if you guys will remember. You should go take a bird bath. I will take a bird bath. But we're gonna go raid into somebody who just came back to streaming not too long ago. Like last week, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe earlier this week. I really can't remember now. But anyway, we're gonna go raid into Kira Hishitori, Secretary Bird. I was very, very happy to see her return. And she is back to streaming. And we are gonna go show some love and support because we love and support our fellow birds. And it's been like over a year since she last streamed. So the fact that she's back and she's trying to get back into the swing of things, like very, very nice. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that Kira's back. Kira's back. All right, but here we go. Here's the raid message if you'd like to copy and paste it. And that's gonna be it for me. Thank you again for joining. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing a new Hololive fan game. Well, it's not a new fan game, but actually, when did it release? I think it released like a year or two ago. But this is the first that I'm going to be playing it. And I specifically got into it because of a certain soundtrack that we may or may not hear, and I may or may not cry. It'll be fine, but... We should be able to ban a genre with Redeem. I'd rather not, because I know that you're gonna ban Hololive fan games, and I'm not gonna feel good about that. And I'm sorry. If one part of me is Metroidvanias, the other part is definitely Hololive. Okay, not fan games. Well, maybe. Just a timeout. Okay, well, I'll keep it in mind. But for now, let's go see what Kira's up to. She's playing a little idle game right now, but she likes to do some chatting as well. So, yeah, we're gonna see what she's talking about. So, thank you again. Hope you have a good rest of your evening, and take care. Bye-bye.